I hope you guys are doing well. I have this order flow on Euro JPY. Now you're following this guy since last 2 weeks, and let me take you guys to my daily time before anything further. Now, if you look at my daily time frame, I have this 4-hour demand level. That is the last sell to buy count that is marked out here. This is my target on this guy. If I'm swinging this guy, I will send this guy down to this to here or to here. This is my daily demand level. You can see my first TP1 is targeted there. So I mark this out as my that demand level. I'll be expecting price action at this point. So basically at this level, I was taking my TP. So I had a institutional candle that pushed price lower, and we had this last buy to sell candle that pushed price lower. And if you look at this imbalance, it's a massive imbalance, very sweet imbalance. I know that price will definitely come back to fill it up. I knew price would definitely come back because the rule about imbalances, whether even if it's one people that's left unmitigated, price will always come back to mitigate the imbalance. I mean, to fill up the imbalance. So I had my change of character. When the market pushed up to this level, I waited for market to take this low before I started looking for anything to do with this guy. So what actually happened was when market came back and took out this low, I look at this whole zone, this whole area, and I ask myself which area has a sweet imbalance and the strong candle with it. I noticed that this guy is a institutional candle because as price was here, we had this strong candle, and then the next candle that came was a massive bearish candle that pushed price lower, that took out this major structural point. So this became a point of interest. And what happened? This market retraced and induced this POI, which gave us further confidence that this POI is actually very valid because inducement is same thing as liquidity. So we know that the market will always come back to pick out early sellers. So mark that as our liquidity. I did take this guy very straight because I was waiting to see other flow before I think of joining this guy. I wanted to see higher time frame structural point or market shift to the downside. And after this guy came back and then tapped into this our daily supply level, we had this massive leg to the downside. And before this massive leg, we had this sweet last buy to sell candle that pushed price further low, that broke this major structural point. As this structural point was broken, this zone became very, very strong, and I started paying attention to this zone. So I was no longer looking at any other thing. My measure was looking at this guy, this particular zone, because I know price definitely react on this zone. And then we still had further shift to the downside. And then we have the liquidity building up to our POI, which is giving us added confidence that this has a daily supply level, but definitely hold price. Let me take you guys to 4 hours. Now, if you see 4 hours, after price tapped into, because I think I refer you to 4 hours. As I refer to 4 hours, you can see the sweet imbalance. Price have filled up all this imbalance. Then the price tap into our 4 hour supply level. And as price tap into our 4 hour supply level, what did we notice? We notice a shift in the market structure. Let me break that so we can see a clear picture of 2 hours. Yeah. As price tap into our 2 hour supply level, we saw this massive leg to the downside again. We saw this impulse move, which shows that the market is actually very, very bearish, very bearish. Because when market gets to your POI, they will have this strong momentum in your own favor. That gives you added confidence that apparently you are the rest of the market. But when market comes into your POI, and then if you are selling, and then the bearish trend is kind of very slow and is weak, and then the bullish trend is very, very aggressive, it's very strong. You have to actually wait for further confirmation before you think of taking this guy. So I did take this guy based on aggressive. So I waited for further confirmation entry. So I marked this zone, and the market came out and did a stop loss hunt. And then there was a manipulation to the upside. And when there's a manipulation, I noticed that I was seeing an inverse. I was seeing a head and shoulder pattern from this level. So if you mark, if you draw the head and shoulder pattern, you can see very clear that this guy is actually ready to short. Then we had this head. Then we had this as our continuation. You're looking to probably be sell to that guy. So if you notice, we had this, and then we've had this neckline that have been broken already. The neckline has been broken, so therefore we are expecting a retracement back to continuation. I mean, to join so that we can continue the sell. I missed this guy because I refined my POI to 15 minutes entry, but the market respected 2 hours and rejected. And if you break lower, the market has been doing other flow movement. But I was still paying attention to that extreme, that 15 minutes of POI, because I didn't want to enter the market too early without having good reasons to. So I was going to trade from these 2 hours. I wanted to have a good reason to actually join the order flow. But as I started seeing this price of orders lining up, then the market took out this low and then came back to get this 2 hour supply level, took out this low, came back, whatever this 15 minutes supply level, and then took out this low again and came back at 30 minutes supply level. Let me take it to 30 minutes so I can see a clear picture. That's this 30 minutes supply level. Then it took out this structural low again. And then the market still retraced back at 30 minutes supply level and took out this low. And now, yeah, the last is taking out. I'm expecting this guy to pull back to this 45 minutes supply level so that I can join to create a new lower low. That is my view on Euro JPY. I don't know if this, because basically I'm expecting kind of a reaction. If this guy comes into this guy, I want to see an inverse head and shoulder on probably 5 minutes or 1 minute, or I want to see a change of character on 1 minute. I want to see even because the market is back down to this POI, we're seeing higher high and higher low. So I want to see a lower low before I think of taking this guy from here to put a new lower low. So that's my view on Euro JPY. Thank you guys for watching. See you next. Probably I'm looking at NZ, GDP NZ. I think I'm looking at that much later. Thanks, guys. And I'd like you to also subscribe to my channel. If this is the first time watching my channel, my name is F Money. I trade supply and demand, and I drop most of my setup at my IG. Most times I drop my setup at my IG and my Telegram group. Then I drop educational content on my YouTube channel, which I'm going to be tagging along with it much later. Thank you guys. See you next time.